Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In this lovely evening, we have gathered here to talk about how you can maximize your learning potential in Toastmasters International. How can you keep your learning spirit alive all the way in Toastmasters International? And when we sent you the messages to join Toastmasters, we have said that this is a panel discussion about how learning never stops at Toastmasters. I'm your host, Muhammed Arif. Joining with me tonight, our four very seasoned and experienced Toastmasters from three different regions, Nepal, Bangladesh, and India. And let me introduce my team members with you, the team of panelists. Today, Today we have four different panelists from three different regions, and let me introduce our first panelist, Toastmaster Nusrat Huda. Toastmaster Nusrat Huda is an MBA in finance and a freelancer trainer by profession. Nusrat Huda joined Toastmasters in 2014. She is the immediate past president of Chittagong Toastmasters Club, mentor and chartered vice president education of Chittagong Speech Masters Club, and a sponsor of Chittagong University Toastmasters Club. She is currently serving as area L1 director for district 41. She is also the runner-up of district 41 humorous speech contest of 2018 and 19, being the only Bangladeshi to achieve this feat. On the personal front, she is the mother of a 3-year-old and wife of a distinguished Toastmaster. I hope you all know who that is. Okay. Then we have our next panelist, who is from Nepal, DTM Shaurab Lohani. Mr. Shaurab Lohani is a postgraduate in information technology from University of District of Columbia, Washington, D.C. He is an entrepreneur and founded and managing more than 7 organizations in tourism and education sector. A TEDx speaker, corporate trainer, YouTuber, motivational speaker, and DTM Lohani is also a humanitarian. He helped his nation whenever needed. DTM Shaurab Lohani joined Toastmasters 6 years ago, immediate past president of Kathmandu Toastmasters Club, current assistant program quality director for District 41 Toastmasters International. Let's meet our third panelist, DTM Abha Ohri. She is from India. Abha Ohri DTM comes from the lovely green vistas of green tea estates where she has spent more than 25 years of her life. Her life took a 360-degree turn when she decided to venture out of her comfort zone and stepped into the corporate world. Slowly but surely, she worked her way up into the corporate ladder and in 2014 joined the Sri Ram School at Shiriguli as the founder principal. She's still serving there and is often called the principal with principles. She has recently launched her own online publication, EL Bytes, as she wishes to go back to her first love, writing. Toastmaster DTM Abha Ohri joined Toastmasters back in September 2016. Immediate past division director of Division J and N, District 41. Current associate program quality director mentorship in District 41. Let's come to our fourth panelist, DTM Golam Jony. You all know that Golam Jony is a very known face in Toastmasters fraternity in Bangladesh. Although a communication engineer and having an MBA in marketing, DTM Golam Jony is a Director Operations for an architectural firm named Sthananko based in Chittagong. Unlike Toastmaster DTM Shaurab Lohani, he is like DTM Shaurab Lohani, he is also an entrepreneur. He was the Chartered Secretary of Chittagong Toastmasters Club and Chartered President of Chittagong Speech Masters Club. He started his journey as a Toastmasters back in January 1, 2014. He served as DCP coach for 2019 and 2020 session and was President Distinguished Area Director for 2018 and 2019. Currently serving as Division L Director for District 41 Toastmasters International. So that's all about my panelists. I hope you will get a good. We will get to hear more about them in the later part of our meeting. So now let me tell you what we are going to do in this. Just one moment. Okay. So we are going to ask our panelists some questions, and they will answer each one question. And in the meantime, I would like to request our guests and audience to write up some questions if they have to any of our panelists, two of our moderators, tech moderators. You can see in the top there is Toastmaster Faisal Ibrahim, and there is Toastmaster Hassan Muhammad Shojib. I hope you will give questions to them. And in the beginning, I'd like to ask our Toastmaster Nusrat Huda that many new members we have in our club, and many fellows joining Toastmasters. So in Toastmasters, what Toastmasters can offer to a new member that their spirit of learning will be evergreen and very alive?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Muhammed Arif, for giving me the floor. And also thank you to all our members, lovely Toastmasters who are attending this panel discussion today. And again, greetings to our wonderful co-panelists who joined us today. Okay, so what do new members get from Toastmasters? Well, new members have I would say a plethora of knowledge and limitless learning that they can benefit from Toastmasters. If I were to talk about just a few things in a short while, first and foremost, I would talk about the supportive and friendly atmosphere which Toastmasters provides. So when a member joins a Toastmasters club, the first and most important thing they will find in a Toastmasters club is the warmth and the friendliness and the wonderful bonding between the members of the club. So this beautiful atmosphere that Toastmasters gives them, the platform, the friendly platform that they get to practice their public speaking and leadership skills is, I think, cannot be compared to anything else, I feel. For new members, especially when they join, of course, they are very hesitant to come and talk in front of people. They are hesitant to face the audience. But this friendly and supportive environment that we get here, like at least every club has around 20 to 25 members, maximum 30 members. So we have a small group setting. Okay, and our members feel comfortable, they feel at ease when they are talking in a small group setting. Okay, so when they're taking up roles such as, even if the smallest of roles, like let's say accountant, grammarian, evaluator, or even let's say Toastmaster of the day, or any role, okay, any role that a new member takes up, they are coming on stage, they are getting a platform to talk in front of an audience. And this platform, I think no other organization can provide a platform like this where you get to practice this regularly. You can learn these skills like public speaking or presentation skills. You can learn these skills in different institutions, but where do you practice this? Where do you apply this? So Toastmasters is the place where you can continuously practice speaking in front of an audience or practice your leadership skills. That's number one most important thing. Secondly, when a member joins a club, you will see that Toastmasters will make you come out of your comfort zone. Come out of your comfort zone without you even realizing it. If I talk about my own experience as a member, I joined Toastmasters in 2014. And back then I was a very shy person. I was very introvert. I would hardly talk to a big group of people. Yes, moderators, please, can you mute? Yes. Okay. So back then I was a very shy person. I would hesitate to talk in big group of people. I would avoid social gatherings or networking events. But when I joined Toastmasters, I was not forced or not compelled. It just happened. It just happens, because when you are a member of a Toastmasters club, the first thing that you're asked to do is give an icebreaker speech. What is an icebreaker? It's just talking about yourself, right? So I just came on stage, spoke about myself, and I was at ease. I was comfortable. And then I was comfortable to take up the next role. Okay, it was probably a small role like an accountant, a timer, a grammarian. So I started off very slowly, and then it went on to the advanced roles, advanced projects, advanced leadership projects. So very gradually, without you even realizing it, you will come out of your comfort zone. You will come out of your shell, especially for those who are very shy in front of an audience, especially introverts. They just they come out of their shell very easily. Then opportunity to participate in speech contests. I would say whether a member is new or old, I would encourage every new member also to take part in speech contests, because I have realized that I have improved my speaking skills and have taken it to the next level by participating in these contests, because contests are structured in such a way that you need to improve your vocal variety, body language, structure of your speech, and you need to focus on so many different aspects. So when members join Toastmasters and then start exploring speech contests, it gives them a new dimension to their public speaking skills, I would say. So yes, that is one opportunity that no new member should miss. And finally, access to a mentor. I would mention definitely mentor. When a new member joins a club, they get access to a mentor who helps him or her hone their skills in the initial days of their journey, and that puts them in a very relaxed state of mind, and they're able to carry on their projects in a very smooth manner in the initial days. So I would say there are so many other things that a new member can expect from a Toastmasters club. Leadership opportunities, whether being part of various leadership projects, executive committee, or anything. They can explore so many other opportunities by being a member of a Toastmasters club. So it's limitless. If I had to mention about this, that's what I would talk about at this moment for new members. Toastmaster Arif.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nusrat Huda, for your wonderful explanation. And that's the case when we have new members and they are very enthusiastic, and we are trying to give them all. But despite of that, sometimes we see that some Toastmasters, they spend 1 or 2 years or even more, and then they leave Toastmasters. So I would like to ask DTM Shaurab, why do you think people leave Toastmasters even after staying 1 or 2 years in Toastmasters? And what could be the reasons behind them?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Muhammad, for such a wonderful question. Now, in order to answer that question, I want you to do a few things. Please go to the chat box and I will give you a link. Please open that link. There's only one question that you need to do. Can you follow that link and just click on that link, open it? Doesn't matter you're from cell phone or from laptop, anybody can access it. Just open it and give answers, whatever it is you answer. I'll take 1 minute. 1 minute to do this quickly. We are about 20, 25 people, even 50% of us do it. I think it's an achievement. So I just have 3 responses. I just have 3 responses. Please quickly do it. I have 7. Okay. Can we do it quickly? Please go to the chat box and find the link and do that task quickly. We don't have time. So, okay, now let me show you this. All right. This is very interesting figure. You need to see this. Number 1 is we have 10 people, we have 11 people who said that they like it very much. They absolutely and phenomenally are in love with watching movies, games, series, watching YouTube, and whatsoever. Now I'll give you a second question. Please pay attention to the second question that I'm going to give to you, because this question is very important, and be dead honest. All right. There's nothing you need to hide. Just be dead honest, because I would not know who is doing this or who is voting for what. So I give you the second link. It's in the chat box. Please open that. There's only one question. Please follow that link and do that question. I'll give you about 30 seconds to do that. It's so easy. So easy. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Please be very brutally honest. There's nothing to prove to anyone. Wonderful. And I wouldn't know, or anybody wouldn't know who did what. Brilliant. Now please see this. All right. See, 7 people, 8 people say 50-50, 50-50. There's no 50-50. 50-50 means you don't like it. But it's a better way to say that I don't like it, but let's not embarrass this presenter. There are so many Toastmasters. Let's be a little decent and let's say I like it, but I don't like it. What does that mean? I like it, but I don't like it. I don't like it. 50-50 means you don't like it. Now, what I'm trying to prove is this is number 1 reason why Toastmasters do not stick to Toastmasters Club for more than 1 year. Why? Because you are entertainment oriented. You are not knowledge oriented. 90% of the people in the world, Howard School of Psychology says that even 50 years back from today, people were entertainment oriented. Even right now, 90% of the people are entertainment oriented. And even 90% of the people 10 years down the lane or 50 years down the lane would be entertainment oriented. So the thing is that if you want, or we want so much of entertainment, we are never going to stick to Toastmasters. Why? From outside, Toastmasters look very flashy, very desirable. But when we come inside Toastmasters, what happens is you need to do hard work. And when it comes to doing hard work, people fidget a little bit. Now, let me ask you a question. In the chat box, please reply. How many of you want to become successful in whatever you do? Please quickly, just write me or I or whatever. How many of you want to become successful in whatever you do? Be brutally honest. Absolutely. Wonderful. Brilliant. Now let me ask you another question. How long are you willing to give to yourself in order to become successful? Now that is more important than do you want to become successful or not? How long? Write down how many years are you going to give it to yourself if you want to be successful. Would you write down? As required. No, there's no such thing as required. You need to have years. Why? Because when Bill Gates goes to bed to sleep, he does not say, I will earn money as much as I can. He has a target. Absolutely. So see, even whatever you want in life, you need the least time that you need to give to yourself is 5-6 years. If you want to be successful, but if you don't want to invest your time in Toastmasters, it's just like you want to go to heaven, but you don't want to die. It doesn't happen. If you want to go to heaven, you have to die, my dear brothers and sisters. Just like that, if you want to become successful, you have to invest time in yourself. This is, I think, the only reason why a lot of people do not stick to Toastmasters. Two reasons. Number one, entertainment, entertainment, and entertainment. And second thing they do not stick to Toastmasters is we have this concept in our mind. Today I start the business and tomorrow I'm a multimillionaire. It doesn't happen, all right? It took 20 years for Jeff Bezos to become $1 billion man. So give yourself at least 5 years. Me, Nusrat, Abha ma'am, Jony bhai, it's been more than 5 years. So if you just started, there's a long, long way to go. So do not climb the ladder with your hands in the pocket. Open your arms, embrace Toastmasters for a longer period of time. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Muhammad. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shaurab Lohani. That was wonderful, and we know that people are very entertainment centric in Toastmasters, and but we do need Toastmasters in our club, and we do need some people who are like-minded and whom we can keep with us for practicing our own Toastmasters, whatever we are here to do. Okay. Now let me ask Toastmaster DTM Abha Ohri that what our clubs can offer our members to always encourage them at every stage of their journey. Ma'am, the floor is yours.
Abha ma'am, you're mute.
I think you were muted.
Abadi, you are muted.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arif, and a warm good evening to all the guests and my co-panelists on this session. You know, whenever you pay money, the first thing a person asks, what is in it for me? And that is exactly what every Toastmaster who is a member of any club is asking. Asking you, asking all the EC members, asking the district officers, asking the trio members, asking everybody, what is in it for me? If the club can help tell that person, why is he here? If the club can guide the person, why he should be here, I see no reason why anybody would want to leave. So you see, when you join Toastmasters, any person who, I would suggest anyone who goes and opens a club, first ask why. Instead of you going and selling the idea of Toastmasters to somebody new, why not ask him or her, why is it you wish to join our club? What is it that you want from Toastmasters? First hear what he says. Is he here because he finds a lot of people clicking a lot of photographs on Facebook with ribbons and best speaker and best role player? Is he here to get that mileage on social media? Does the person think, oh, if he joins Toastmasters, he's going to make a lot of business contacts? Somebody looking for a good opportunity to network? If these are the kind of people, or you may have somebody who feels, oh, all my friends are joining Toastmasters. This looks something really happening. As if, it is some big kitty party which is going to happen. And oh, yeah, I want to be a part of it. So if these are the kind of members who you are enrolling in your club, I don't think you're getting anywhere near that. What you need to look at is who is hungry, who wants to grow, who wants to make yourself a better person than what you are, a better version of what you are. Because if that is what a member is looking for, bingo, that person's never leaving. I joined Toastmasters when I was 50 plus. And I can tell you that my husband and my sons, they tell me, Mom, you're looking 10 years younger ever since you joined Toastmasters. Now that is what Toastmasters has done to me, because I was hungry for that. I wanted to be better. I wanted to go up and shine. So if my club can give me that opportunity, if my club can show me the way, I don't see anything why anybody would want to leave. And coming to the question, what can a club do? You have to give the person something to challenge himself. a person who may not be very good in English. Give him the chance to be an accountant. Teach him what it takes to be an accountant. Somebody like, these days, people who are not tech savvy, and I'm right on top of the list. I call myself totally uneducated as far as technology is concerned. But I have learned so much from Toastmasters in this pandemic. I have learned how to operate Zoom. I had no idea how to go about all this. This is what Toastmasters is giving me. I have learned to do Zoom, to do meetings on Zoom so much that I have actually managed to get my teachers in my school also getting to do online classes. I am here, because the learning that I have been able to transfer that to others. I know a lot of Toastmasters who are renewing and continuing for year after year after year because of what we are getting out of Toastmasters. Every single meeting that you attend, are you making the meeting enjoyable for the member? Are you giving him something challenging? Are you getting some speaker who is actually going to make him think, oh my God, today, you've organized a panel discussion, and I'm so amazed at what Shaurab has done. I mean, he made it, the way he's included all of us. Now, isn't that learning for us? And tell me something, out of all the 27 participants who are there, how many of you are wanting to keep on with Toastmasters? I bet you, because of Shaurab, what he's done today, all 27 of us are going to say, I'm coming back for sure. So make the meeting worth the members' time. Make the meeting worth the members' effort. Involve the members in whatever you do. Give him the roles. Give him the leadership. Give him the chance. Give him the choice. And I tell you, once you do that, I don't see anybody leaving. I am a member of 2 clubs and I keep renewing myself. And along with me, there are so many others. So you have to challenge, give that member something challenging to do, and I bet nobody is leaving anywhere. Over to you, Toastmaster Arif.
Thank you, DTM Abha Ohri. That was wonderful, because in my 3 years plus journey with Toastmasters, and I have seen that whenever you take up challenges, that Toastmasters become more interesting to you, and that's very wonderful from you. And now I would like to ask a very seasoned and long-term
Yeah. I have a question to our APQD DTM Abha Ohri. Can I ask? Or later?
Let's just finish with the panel discussion. We have a dedicated section for question and answer. Okay. Now, my question is to DTM Golam Dastagir Jony, that you have been a Toastmasters for a very long time. As far as I know, one of the very oldest Toastmasters in Bangladesh. So how do, okay, do you have anything to say? Okay. How do Toastmasters like yourself keep yourself motivated for such a long time to stay in Toastmasters?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arif, for giving me the floor. And first of all, I'd like to say thanks to Chittagong Toastmasters Club for arranging such a program or such an event like today. And I'd like to say thanks to DTM Abha Ohri, DTM Shaurab Lohani, and all the panelists to join here. Anyway, in my Toastmaster journey for last 7 years, what I feel that the term motivation is something that is very consistent, but the causes behind the motivation is variable. Like when I joined Toastmasters like 7 years back. So at that time, the motivation was like, wow, we are going to do something very new. So this was the motivation, that we are going to do something for Bangladesh or for the community. That was something very interesting and very motivating for me. And if I say, after joining Toastmasters, well, I have 4 certificates, 4 public degree, or I can say SSC, HSC, engineering, then MBA. But the very interesting fact is, when I got the competent a leader certificate or competent communicator certificate, that was something very interesting to me. Like it was like a motivation to me where I'm going to get the CC certificate, CL certificate. After studying in university school for 20 years, I got 4 certificates, but that 2 certificates was very, very meaningful and very, very valuable to me. That was kind of a motivation for me that, well, I'm going to get a certificate. This, as I mentioned, that the causes behind the motivation were like very variable. It was like changing every time. But the motivation, the term motivation is very consistent for me because every time I had a target, when I achieved the target, I became happy. I became like, wow, I could get it, or I managed to get it. So let's target for something new. So that was another thing, was like, I can say, motivation for me. And one thing is, if I say in a plain simple sentence, that this is true, that I always try to see, or I try to change myself, or I try to see the positive changes in me. I was successful. So that was another motivation for me. Like, well, I was aiming for something. Maybe it took time. Maybe it was not so perfect, but somehow it was working for me. And if I say that getting benefits out of Toastmasters, well, I was also getting benefit Toastmasters. It was like a very consistent. Like, okay, maybe you will laugh at me. First of all, when I was not married, I got a wife from Toastmasters. But this is not like benefit, but somehow I got it. So, and I can say I got a nice network. I got many friends. Toastmasters became like my family. So everything was like, I can say, I was getting benefits. But trust me, I was not in Toastmasters to get benefits. Somehow it was coming to me and I was enjoying this, like having new friends, having new network, Toastmasters becoming like a family. That was very enjoyable to me all the time. So that was like, I can say, those were like very motivational for me to carry forward my journey. And what I feel, or what I felt that time, when you love something, when you were so passionate about something, when you were keeping something in your heart, giving the place in your heart, probably you will get something back. I was very dedicated to Toastmasters. I got chance to serve area J3 as district officer. So when I got the responsibility on my shoulder, well, that was another motivation for me, that I have to do something, or I have to prove myself, and I have to do things in right way. So this is how, when you are giving something, you will get something back. And when you get something back, probably it will increase the responsibility sense for Toastmasters, or whatever it is. And now, as we're talking about Toastmasters, so this is about Toastmasters, I want to say. And overall, I can say one thing, that the responsibilities, right? I was getting, now I am a division director. Last year I was a DCP coach. Before that I was area director. I was playing various roles for club and for clubs. I'm a member of 2 clubs now. So this was, I feel that the responsibilities, or the sense of responsibilities, is always, I am considering this as a privilege. I'm privileged because I'm getting this here. I'm privileged. So to keep the honor, well, definitely I always try to do the things in right way. I'm not so sure how right I was, how correct I was, but I try to do the things in right way. So everything, if I just, just put the summation, some plus, we get the result. If we just connect the dots, every point, everything, what I'm getting from Toastmasters, this is motivation for me. And this is the reason, I can say these are the reasons that I am consistent with Toastmasters, and I love Toastmasters. This is like a vice versa. I'm passionate, so I love Toastmasters. I'm getting something from Toastmasters. This is how I'm continuing my journey for last 7 years. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Wow, Toastmaster Golam, Dastagir, Jony, that was wonderful, because I can relate to every one of you, whatever you are saying in that in the stage, or in the screen. Because when I first joined Toastmasters, I got a mentor. My mentor helped me to achieve new feat in Toastmasters, learn many new things, and my club kept pushing me to go further and further. And that brought me to the fourth year of with Toastmasters International. And that's how I can very much relate to whatever you are saying. That okay, now we are in the part of question answer session. I believe Toastmaster Golam, Dastagir, Jony has something to ask to DTM Abha Ohri.
Well, thank you so much. Sorry for the interruption before. Now I'm in right track, I believe. Well, my question to DTM Abha Ohri, she was the area director where I was the area director. And last year she was the division director. This year I'm the division director. So I'm pretty sure she learned so many things, she experienced so many things. One thing, I'm just aligned with the panel discussion today, what you did as a leader, I'm asking our DTM Abha Ohri or Abha Didi, that what you did especially for your members or Toastmaster community, members for the Toastmaster community, special from your end, that was actually helpful to keep the members motivated. I'm asking you the question as a division director, because I have to do this for my division also. Over to you, ma'am.
You see, when I started off as a division director, we had 9 clubs. So my goal at that time was not just to maintain the 9 clubs, but also to grow. And you know, they say that if you are a negative person, then your negativity rubs off on others. But if you're a positive person, then people around you become positive. So with me, I'm a very aggressive person when it comes to getting the work done. And I'm not just aggressive, but I like to keep everyone very tightly knit, and I like to set goals for everybody, and I like to make them work towards it. So everybody over here says that I'm synonymous with Toastmasters. And they say that every meeting which I attend, they can suddenly feel the energy in the room. So the best thing which I felt I could do was I made it a point to attend every club meeting at least once a month. And that once a month which I went, I used to go and energize the whole crowd. And it used to seem as if, you know, you people are so lucky you got Toastmasters in your life. Imagine if Toastmasters wasn't there, what on earth would you do? So that is the kind of energy and passion I used to put in. So I never had any such problem with people, you know, wanting to leave as such. And if at all I came to know somebody wanted to leave, I would immediately go and involve that person in some HPL or some demo. In fact, when I did a demo, every demo I did, I used to pick and choose people very carefully about who I would take for a demo. And one person had to be someone who I knew was disinterested. That person definitely went on a demo. Because I used to make that person stand there and tell them that, okay, why doesn't he like Toastmasters? And then I would contradict him. And for every demo I did, I would do a lot of table topics. And I would tell the audience to throw table topics at me and then criticize me. Because, you know, I would show to them that it is not that I am a leader and it's my way or the highway. You're here to tell me what I can do wrong also. I think the aggressive approach which I took towards, you know, pushing everybody into doing it, I think that worked.
Thank you so much, Didi. I got my answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your wonderful answer. We have a question from the chat. I'd like to ask that question to DTM Shaurab Lohani, that someone asked that why Toastmaster is the best club than other club in the world.
Wonderful. In order to answer that question, I would have to give you a demo. So I need 2 volunteers maximum. Please write me in the chat box, and the volunteers should be somebody else than the panelist. Let's see. Can you write me? Anybody wants to participate? Volunteers. Quickly. I have a task for you, speaking task. Any volunteers? Okay, wonderful. I have Faisal. And anybody else? One more?
May I be the volunteer?
Yes, it is speaking, Rashida, yes. Okay, brilliant. Now here you go. Imagine I am a billionaire. Imagine, I mean, what goes in imagining, all right? Although I'm not a billionaire, you may want to imagine that I'm a billionaire. Now think that I have this $3,000 pen with me right now, $3,000 pen with me. And you, my dear friend, are a pen seller and you have this cheap pen which comes for 5 rupees or 5 taka that you sell to me. Only 5 taka, right? Not more than that. It's a cheap pen. Your company makes cheap pen. I'll give you 1 minute. Why should I take this 5 rupee pen instead of my $3,000 pen? Let's start with first Faisal. Brother, you have 1 minute. The time is yours.
Okay. So thank you so much.
Okay.
In our life, we sell many things in money. But sometimes money is not the only thing to consider. You have to consider many things. When it comes to writing, the pen you are writing is the important. The price of the pen is not important at all. Important thing is what you are writing with the pen. That is the most important thing. So whether you will buy a $3,000 pen or you will buy a $5 pen, that will not matter at all. Just buy our pen with $5 and save $2,995. Write good things with that $5 pen. You will become owner of $3 million. Thank you so much.
Okay, brilliant. Nice. I would like to try, Rashida, are you there? Would you please want to try? You have 1 minute, please.
Yes, hello, thank you so much. Well, I have not been sworn in yet, but I just joined the meeting and this seems quite interesting, the table topics and all. Okay,
No
so well, I have to convince you to buy the 5 taka pen, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So well, I can tell you that the pen is a magic pen and that whatever you write with it will turn true. And you can write like the wildest things that you can always like, you know, you have just fantasized about or dreamt about, and it will come true, right? So I think maybe that would, you know, sell the pen on you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But you need to understand that I'm a billionaire. I'm not a 5-year-old kid. And also you need to understand that I'm a billionaire and I have a $3,000 pen. That means it should write really amazing. That's why I have it with me. But if I was in your place and a billionaire would allow me with 1 minute to speak, what I would have said is, sir, here is a 5 taka pen. It's very cheap. I definitely know that 5 taka pen would not break your pocket. I want you to buy this and throw it in your bag somewhere. I don't even want you to write with it. I just want you to buy it and throw it at some corner of your bag. But I just want you to remember one thing throughout your life. Just in case your $3,000 pen stops writing, this one signs equally $1 million projects. A pen should not stop you from sanctioning billion or $1 million projects. That's it. I would not say anything more than that. So ladies and gentlemen, why is Toastmasters the best club? It is the best club because it will make you able to sell anything that you want in your life. Life is sales. There are several other clubs, no comparison whatsoever. The club becomes best when you are able to make the best out of it. It's not because of the name. And Toastmasters will be able to make you the best out of it. Life is sales. From the time that we are born till the time that we die, we always are trying to sell ourselves. When we are young, we cry, we sell ourselves for a bottle of milk. When we grow a little old, we smile, we behave well, we sell ourselves to that person that we love or like. When we grow a little old, we speak good, perform good, behave good to sell ourselves to our kids that, hey, I am the best set of parents you could ever have. Life is all about sales, be it business, be it family, be it relationship. And what I would say is Toastmasters teaches you to be the best salesperson. Be it in your business, be it in your life, or be it elsewhere. If you cannot speak, you cannot lead. Even if you want to convince your kid to do something, you need to be a master of speaker. Even if you want to maintain a good relationship with your wife or girlfriend, you need to be a master of speaker. And Toastmasters makes you one heck of a speaker. If that doesn't make Toastmasters one of the best clubs in the world, what does? Thank you so much. That's the only thing I would love to say, that this is why Toastmasters is one of the best clubs in the world. Thank you so much, and back to you.
Thank you, DTM Shaurab. That was a hell of question, a hell of an answer, and wonderful, wonderful. So I have another question from the chat box. That is, someone wrote that what is the most precious thing a Toastmaster can achieve as an asset? I would like to make the floor open for our panelists, whoever wants to give the answer. Anyone from DTM Jony and Nusrat Huda?
Okay. The question was, what could be the best asset you can earn from Toastmasters, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. If I consider myself, so I would say the confidence is very important thing, because maybe you have ample of energy, ample of skill, or you have something in you, but only for the term confidence, you cannot explore. You cannot explore your power, energy, motivation inside. So confidence is something that will show you the right track, that will help you to take the right decision, that will help you to take the right decision in right time. So confidence is something that is, I would say from my Toastmaster journey, one of the best assets I achieved. So this is my experience actually I shared with you. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Arif.
Thank you, DTM Golam, Dastagir, Jony. I have one question for our, okay. I have one question for our area director, Toastmaster Nusrat Huda, that how do you think that Pathways helps our member in the long term, or to stay in Toastmasters, to hook them up for a long time?
Thank you very much. Well, Pathways, wow, it's such a comprehensive education system of Toastmasters International. The more I talk, the less it is actually about Pathways. But for all the new members who have joined in, or those who are listening in to us today, I would say Pathways is such a tailor-made and customized education system that it caters to each and every member individually. So whatever a member wants to take up, okay, so if you are interested to work in with different teams, and you want to improve your team working in team, or you want to improve your team collaboration skills, you can go and pick the Pathway team collaboration. If you want to work in project planning, project implementation, and you want to work on project management, then you can pick up innovative planning. If you are interested in improving your sense of humor, you just want to give that dash of humor to your speeches, you can go for engaging humor. If you think that you just want to improve your presentation skills and just want to be a good professional speaker, you can take up presentation mastery. So you see, it's so much tailor-made and customized for each and every member that they can choose whatever they want to work on. And secondly, whichever pathway they choose, it gives you enough opportunities to work in different kinds of leadership projects. Because here, not even a single pathway, I think there's not a single pathway where you don't have to work in a leadership project. For instance, I would just give you an example. Today, Toastmaster Muhammed Arif is leading a panel discussion as a moderator, and that is his pathway level 5 project indeed. So you are going to do these kind of projects in Toastmasters, in pathways, if you join, right? So you will be probably holding an interview or conducting an interview, you're going to moderate a panel discussion, you're going to organize an orientation program as a project manager, you're going to do different kinds of activities and you're going to take up different kinds of leadership projects when you take up pathways. So the opportunities are limitless and the learning never stops, as they say in Toastmasters. Toastmaster
Okay,
Muhammad Arif.
last question. I would like to take that someone asked in our chat box that Toastmaster, maybe Mr. Abdul Bari, directed a question to our panelist DTM Shaurab Lohani that what should I have to do at first stage as a new member of Toastmasters?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Muhammad. And I also would like to thank Toastmaster Abdul for asking this question. Well, see, there's a quotation. There's a beautiful quotation. There are two quotations, in fact, which is very dear and near to me. The first one is, if you sweat more in the practice, you would bleed less in the battleground, number one. Number two is, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And when the student is really ready, the teacher disappears. So first of all, think critically. What would you do if you join your business, first business ever? Or what would you do if you join your work or new work? The first thing you would do is you would want to learn about it. And what is the right way to learn about it is find a mentor for yourself. Ask that mentor of how you can proceed further at Toastmasters. Because without a guide, life is very difficult. Imagine your life without a teacher, a guru, or mentor. You moving ahead without any guideposts. It's going to be very difficult. So my first take or my suggestion to you is, number one, go and find that mentor. Find anyone who is compatible with you. Please don't look for mentors only who are very good at speaking. Well, you can have multiple mentors because a lot of people can teach you a lot of things about leadership and communication. And second thing is, when you find a mentor, discuss what is the reason you have joined Toastmasters. A lot of people leave Toastmasters because they join Toastmasters without knowing why they have joined. So sit down with your mentor and ask yourself of why you have joined Toastmasters. And now set goals for yourself. Right now it's September of 2020. By September of 2021, where do you want to see yourself? Do you really want to improve your vocabulary? Or what's your target? Do you want to improve your accent? Or do you really want to improve your body language or vocal variety? Why I said you need to give 4 or 5 years at Toastmasters is 1 year you can focus on improving one thing at a time. There's a quotation by Bruce Lee, which I want to remind you. He said that he's not scared of a person who knows 1,000 different kicks. He said he's scared of that one person who knows only one kick and who he has practiced for 1,000 times. Imagine the impact. So my request to you is find a mentor. Work on one thing for 1 whole year, set a target, set goals, guideposts, put guideposts, and then embark in Toastmasters. If you start haphazardly, it's like putting a blindfold and driving in the highway. Toastmasters is the highway. You are a car, a very expensive one, a very fast going car. And what happens is you will end up having an accident. Never ever do that. So have a mentor. Set yourself goals, ask why you joined Toastmasters, and focus on one thing that you want to improve every 6 months or year. And also then in that 6 month or year, go and check yourself. That would be my suggestion to you. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Shaurab Lohani, for your wonderful. Okay, there is another question. I'm going to allow it because we have such a low audience. Many people are complaining us that the internet connection is very unstable today. That's why many people are joining and leaving, coming back and forth. So how can we get an appropriate mentor? I'd like to direct this question to DTM Abha Ohri. Ma'am, would you like to answer this question?
Yes, this question has been asked by
Yasmin.
Okay. So as I'm sure all of you are aware, the district has started this mentorship program this year. So we have already we have already announced the mentors for every division. And I'm sure Division L has also received their set of mentors. Apart from that, we have also requested for a list of trainers from every division who we would be training, who can then come and train members who wish to become mentors. So the idea being that by the end of June 2021, we're looking at having at least 1,000 mentors. We have already started it. Every division, your division has quite a few. Please reach out to them, reach out to your leaders, reach out to your club president, reach out to your area directors, your division director, and request them, because they would be the best people to know exactly what areas are you requiring mentorship for. Because not one size fits all, everybody has different requirements. So based on what your requirements and your areas of improvement are, they would be able to suggest good mentors to you. Yeah, I hope that works.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So thank you all for coming tonight. And because I have picked this topic because of that. We were collecting money for the renewals, and I have seen that many Toastmasters who have been Toastmasters for 1 year or 2 years, they are trying to leave Toastmasters right now, and then people are not finding Toastmasters very interesting. And this is a very real situation, and that's why I have picked this topic so that our leaders, our members, they know that what the seasoned Toastmasters or the experienced Toastmasters, they do have in their bag, and what they can offer to us all, and how they manage to keep their enthusiasm alive for such a long time. And so that's all from me. I would like to thank everyone who joined. Today's internet connection is very unstable. I know I have got disconnected a few times, and I would like to thank my team of some of my team members who helped me very much during this. Okay, one moment, please. I got help from Toastmaster MD Farhad from Chittagong Toastmasters Club, who I'm sure who has been sending time reports in your chat box, and Toastmaster MD Faisal Ibrahim from Chittagong University Toastmasters Club helped me very much, and from the beginning, Toastmaster Hassan Muhammad Shojib from Chittagong Toastmasters Club is helping me doing this project. And big shout out for you guys, and thank you for helping me, and thank you all the panelists, very experienced Toastmasters. I wasn't sure that I was gonna get to you guys, and you guys come to my program and join this program. So thank you very much. Thank you all the audience members who have joined this. And if the formal session is over, if anyone has to say anything.
Thank you, Arif.